amount of time. But if I have the wrong person selected, it really doesn't matter.
Right now, I'd like to raise the glasses to your final quiz. Get ready, America. The final quiz is up next.
It's all down to this last quiz now. So hopefully I'm on the right track. Hopefully I have written down the appropriate facts. And if I can win, that would be great.
20 questions between me and $420,000. Wish me luck, because I need it.
This journey has got me closer to becoming what I am to become. Physician, poet, Renaissance woman, forever. And that's who I am. And now that the journey is over, let the next adventure begin.
Good evening, players. Welcome to Floralis Generica, the location of your final quiz. Every day, the sculpture behind you opens up at sunrise and closes at sunset. For one of you, the sun will be setting as well. All three of you have played an exceptional game. But when it's all said and done, this entire game revolves around one simple question. Who is the mole? Your quiz contains 20 questions. It will cover your entire experience here in South America, from the falls back in Salto de Laja, all the way here to the streets of Buenos Aires. The player who answers the most questions correctly in the fastest time walks away with $420,000. Your final quiz begins now. Question number 1. Is the mole male or female? Number 2. In Over the Falls, what was the outcome of the mole's jump? Number 3. In When Pigs Fly, what did the mole do after returning from Palmyra?
Mark has a really distinct advantage. I mean, now that it's opened, there are questions that are going to be specific to the dossier that I will never know the answer to.
Number 4. Who was the mole paired with during Fruit of the Luge?
I know who I am targeting as the mole in my quiz, and I am doing that off of what I like to think is reasonable assumption.
Number 5. How much money did the mole's team ultimately add to the pot during the Fruit of the Luge mission?
Craig could be the mole. During the luge mission, they earned absolutely no money because they completely broke a rule.
Green apples, grapes, bananas.
Number 6. Where did the mole sit during Fruit of the Luge?
Just like every other quiz before this, you gotta be accurate first, because you could be fast with the wrong answers and it won't mean anything.
Number 7. In Fruit of the Luge, if facing the players when I announced disqualifications, where was the mole standing from left to right? Number 8. How much money did the mole's team earn in Midas Rush?
I don't think about the mole as being a traitor. I think about the mole as doing the job that is assigned to them. You can't fault the mole for being the mole.
Number 9. In the Midas Rush mission, what color pants was the mole wearing? Number 10. At the end of Midas Rush, from my perspective, where was the mole standing from left to right? Number 11. Was the mole wearing a collared shirt during the Grapes of Cash?
Nicole could be the mole. She's wasting time arguing with Paul.
For a doctor, you're not too smart.
You know what? You're about to kiss my ass, okay?
Number 12. At Wine and Cheese after the Grapes of Cash, did the mole open a bottle of wine?
Cheers.
Number 13. In Swing Out, how much did the mole guess to win an exemption?
I put 10,000 on the line.
I put up 20,000.
$28,000.
Wow.
Craig could be the mole. He loses 10,000 for the group, and nobody cares. In fact, everybody's cheering for him.
Number 14. During Tick-Tock Boom, from my perspective, where was the mole standing from right to left? Number 15. In the mission Tick-Tock Boom, did the mole cut the wire?
Come on.
Okay.
I've looked at potential money that each is responsible for losing, and they're almost identical. Craig's at like 150 and she's at like 138. There's no glaring difference between the two except behavior. So that's what I'm going on.
Number 16. During the intro of 3 to Tango, where was the mole standing from my perspective from left to right?
Mark has kept $165,000 out of the pot almost single-handedly. And today he kept $75,000 out of the pot by taking the dossier.
Number 17. Which of the following did the mole consume during 3 to Tango? Number 18. Which of the following facts did the mole highlight in their player application?
What Mark does that goes completely unnoticed is that he wastes time and stalls by indecision.
Number 19. How many exemptions has the mole received to date? And number 20. Who is the mole? Hotel accommodations provided by Intercontinental Buenos Aires. Air transportation provided by Lawn Airlines.